All right, so today we are going to combine a Math 3 topic with what we've been working on all week, okay? So today you'll be able to take the composition of two functions in order to verify if the functions are inverses of each other. So again, let's talk about some key vocabulary that you're going to need for this lesson, okay? So composition. We talked about what composite means. Let's talk about what composition means, all right? So composition means the act of putting things together. Okay, and that's what we've been doing. We have been taking two functions and putting them together to form a new function, okay? So the composition is just the act of what we've been doing all week, all right? We talked about what functions are yesterday. It's where you have a set of inputs that give you a set of outputs, okay? Verify. What does verify mean? Verify means to demonstrate that something is true. So we're going to demonstrate that these functions are inverses of each other. We're going to demonstrate if it's true or not, all right? And then inverses, that is your Math 3 topic that's coming back at you. Okay, inverse means that you're the opposite or reverse of something, okay? So we are going to put things together to demonstrate that two functions are opposite of each other. That is what we're doing today, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to do 3 examples, okay? So we're doing exactly what we've done, except, okay, so the new thing is going to be, so first we're going to do f of g of x, which is what we've been doing, okay? We've been doing that this whole week, basically, all right? And when we do that, we're going to analyze our answer now, okay? So we've been getting the answers and we've just been going on about our business. But today, we're actually going to talk about what your composite function is. So when you take f of g of x, if you get the composition to be just x, then we can say that these two functions are inverses of each other, are opposites of each other, okay? So all you're doing is finding f of g of x, and if it equals x, then you're going to say, yes, these are inverses of each other. If they don't equal x, you're going to say, no, these are not inverses of each other, okay? So let's find f of g of x. So we're going to do f of g of x, okay? So I'm going to take g of x, and I'm going to substitute it into f of x, okay? So when I do that, I've got 5 parentheses, because when we substitute, we use parentheses. 1/5 x minus 2, close your parentheses, and then we have the plus 10. And now we're just going to simplify, okay? So first we distribute that 5, all right? So 5 times 1/5, if you use your calculator, those actually cancel out and give you 1. And we don't have to write 1, we're just going to write x. And then 5 times -2 is -10. Drop down your positive 10. Clean it up. -10 and positive 10, they give you 0, right? So my final answer is x. Well, since my final answer, let's move over here so I don't get, so when I simplified, I got x. Okay, so I got f of g of x to equal x. Well, isn't that what up here it says? If it equals x, then the relations are inverses of each other. So we will say, yes, they are inverses. Now, you have to write this, okay? You have to sum up. Are they inverses or are they not inverses? That lets me know, okay? This is what I need to see when you upload your work. All of this, okay? All right, so since it equals x, they are inverses of each other. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so now we're going to do, f of g of x, okay? So we're going to do f of g of x. That means I'm going to take my g of x and I'm going to substitute it in my f of x, all right? So we've got 3 parentheses 1/3 x minus 4 plus 6, all right? Distribute that 3. Well, 3 times 1/3, that's just x. 3 times negative 4 is going to be negative 12. Drop down to plus 6. Combine these. Negative 12 plus 6 is going to give me x minus 6. So does f of x equal x here? No, f of x equals x minus 6. So are these inverses of each other? No, they are not inverses. All right? All right. So last one, okay? So we're going to do it again, f of g of x. All right, so I'm going to take g of x and I'm going to plug it into, I'm going to substitute it into f of x. So now I have 4/3 times 3/4 x minus 6 plus 8. If you get nervous about multiplying fractions, use your calculator, okay? So you can type 4 or Desmos, say 4/3 times 3/4. Well, 4/3 times 3/4, that's 1x. We don't have to write that, we're just going to write x. Distribute again, I'm going to say 4/3 times 6. 4/3 times 6. That's going to give me 8, so it's going to be minus 8, and then we have the plus 8. What happens to those two 8s? They cancel out, and we're left with x. So here, f of g of x equals x, so we can say yes, they are inverses. Okay? So all you're doing is, that's new in today's lesson, is explaining your new composite function. Okay? So if you get x as your answer, then you will state yes, they are inverses. If you do not get x as your answer, you will state that they are not inverses. Okay? So you will have a worksheet today that you are going to upload it's just going to be a copy. So show your work on a separate sheet of paper, and that's what you're going to upload into Canvas today. All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions.